back, everybody, to this episode of the ZI Show with your host, ZI. Today, we're going to be talking about inflation. Not that kind of inflation. More like this kind of inflation. So what exactly is inflation? Inflation is when the dollar gets weaker, so prices go up. Let's take this apple, for example. This apple cost $1 5 years ago. Then they print 1 billion more dollars. So that means there's a billion more dollars in the world. So it's less rare to have a dollar, which makes the dollar weaker. Every dollar that's printed makes the dollar weaker. So now, since more people have more dollars, then $1 would be cheap. So then they raise the price to $5 for an apple. That's inflation. That's what we're going through today. Now, what does this also mean? If you dig a little bit deeper, what can apples make? A carton of apple juice uses 3 apples. Now, 5 years ago, you could get a carton for about $4. Now, you're paying $14. Now, those are not actual prices, but let's dig a little bit deeper. So, how do people get the food to you? It doesn't just appear in stores and they just sell it to you. It has, for apples, this apple grew. Then a farmer picked it, it was cleaned, and then it was delivered to a store. So it took a long time to get you that apple. So first of all, the farmer buys the seed for, let's say, 20 cents. He grows the apple, then he sells it to the distributor. Now for $1.50. Now the store buys it for $3. They sell it for $4, giving them a $1 profit. So that is how selling food works. But inflation has been going on for a long time. It's when the prices skyrocket. And it's going on today. A lot of the things that used to be very cheap, like gas, used to be 60 cents a gallon, is now over $5 a gallon. That is why inflation is horrible, because the more money people have, the more expensive things are. So say if people had $1, then if everybody only had $1, 10 cents would be a lot from that dollar, right? If you had $1, spending 10 cents on a glass of water would be a lot. But say everybody had $100. Now, would 10 cents be so bad with $100? No, that's why they have to increase it to $10 or $1 for a glass of water to make it still seem so they can still make some money. That's why if you bought a loaf of bread for 1 cent, then everybody could get almost unlimited loaves of bread. Now, since when they keep printing money, that means more people are going to have more money to spend, which will make 1 cent seem like a lot, $1, until they are so high that it doesn't even make sense. Like 100 years ago, they would have never thought that prices could be this high, that you could be spending so much money on these things, because things used to be so cheap. You could get a bag of flour for 30 cents, which you can now get for like $7 or $8, which is why inflation is horrible. So I hope you guys learned a lot on this episode of the ZI Show, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. And I want you guys to see how much the item you like costs in the next 1 year. See you guys in the next episode.